into different sort of content, but I know we all have shared the opinion that we're really stoked to be here in this room on day 4 of Fan Expo 2013 right now. My name's Teddy. I host a show called Inner Space on the Space Channel, and oh, stop it. And this is easily my favorite weekend of the year, and it's about to get a whole lot better. Any fans of Joss Whedon's What You Do About Nothing out there? Any big fans of Dr. Horrible Sing-Along Blog? Of Fireflies? Fans of Castle? Please welcome Nathan, Fillion, Hero to Us Geeks!
First of all, wow. All you guys over there, and all you guys over there, you got just some crappy seats. Hey everybody up here in the good seats. I'm going to pay extra special attention to you guys. You guys over here, I'm going to look directly at the camera when I'm talking to you, so you can look at the screen. And I'll be like, hey audience, everything, you know what I mean, guys on the left. That'll be when I'm talking to you. Hey Teddy.
Hey, how's it going?
Not bad, thanks.
Good. You want to sit or stand? What do you feel like?
What do you say?
Let's stand. Let's do it. So we're going to open the floor to audience questions. So we've got a mic runner on this side, a million heads. There's a mic runner on that side, a mic runner on that side. So put up your hand, and we will try to get to you. But right out of the gate, Nathan, I want to ask you. Obviously, your work has been embraced by everybody now, but do you kind of revel the title?
No, Teddy, I have a question.
Oh, I thought we were doing a thing.
No, I have a question.
Oh, good, yeah. What's your question for yourself?
Can I have a high five?
Yeah. I'm sorry for preempting it. So obviously you've been embraced by everybody now at this point, but do you kind of revel, because I know you're a geek yourself, you're a genre fan yourself, do you revel that title unofficially of Prince of the Geeks? Because if there was a crown, it would be yours, sir.
First of all, thank you.
You're welcome.
Second, oh my God. Guys, I don't know if you know this, there's a bunch of icons here. And when I go back to the green room to pee and wash my hands and have a sandwich and a coffee, Richard Dean Anderson's right beside me. My brother's over there talking to Alice Cooper. And then I just got to saunter over and have a chat with Luke Perry and Jason Priestley. I'm having a great time. Then I come out here and I hang out with all you guys, and you guys go, hey Nathan, you're so great. You're awesome. You're so good looking and stuff. Worst day ever. And by the way, I believe every word you say. Which is why the rest of my life is kind of a downer, and I come here and everything's wonderful.
Oh.
But on my worst day, actually, my life is pretty great, really. So, you know what I mean. Guys on the left. I'll talk to you in a minute, guys.
Let's open it right up to the floor, because I'm sure there's a ton of questions. On the left, there we go, yeah. Grab a hand. Before we get there, I want to ask you, Castle Season 5 is obviously wrapped. You're getting a Season 6. No surprise, but congratulations. How did you feel about where that was left? The scene on the swings, was I the only one who went, oh? Did you guys go, oh? What did you think about where things were left, and specifically this season with Castle and Kate together?
So we left off Season 5 with Castle on bended knee. We pick up in Season 6 with Castle on bended knee. I spent the entire hiatus on my knee. It's gonna be fine, I think. I think you'll like it. We're right now, I think we're filming episode 4 or 5. We're already doing it. I left work on Friday night, jumped on an airplane, arrived here at 5:30 in the morning, got to the hotel, took an hour nap, got up, had breakfast, my brother and I. By the way, here's a secret. You want to have a great time at an expo, at a con. Bring someone you dig. Bring someone who's going to make it a great time. For me, that someone is Jeff Fillion. Where is he? Is he here even? Down at the end. I love you, buddy. Here's what I did for you. Worst seat in the house. That was too good for my brother. So yeah, I flew in here and what was your question? We're having a great time filming it. I like where it was left off.
Yeah.
Things are going great. People ask me, what's gonna happen? How come, are you ever gonna? I just love when people think I have control. When the reality is not as romantic as when I'm on TV and the show's called Castle and I play Castle. Guys on the left. And now I'm talking to you guys over here. When people come to me and they think I'm the boss, first of all, I love it. Second, the reality is I get to work in the morning, they say, here, put this on your face, do your hair like that, wear this, go stand over here and say this. Yes, sir. Castle's in good hands.
I know, let's bleed through.
They're just not mine.
In terms of say this, you've delivered some amazing dialogue over your career in Firefly and tons of other projects. Do you like delivering the dialogue in Castle? Is he a fun guy to play because it's so well written?
It's super fun to play Castle. And one thing we do on Castle, I think you might notice this, everybody in the middle. And I'll just do a couple of nods and winks to the guys on the left. Something we've kind of cultivated on Castle that I really, really enjoy. Esposito and Ryan are very good at this. I love to do this. I just love doing this. It's something I kind of picked up on Firefly from Joss Whedon. Thank you very much. Anytime your character looks super cool, kick him right in the nuts. Approaching the crime scene, looking really good, seem like a good guy. Taking that crime scene tape, do not cross this line. Come up and hit you in the face. Totally cool. Take your character down a peg. We do that a lot on the show. It's something that I find is a lot of fun. Sometimes it's now even scripted. As soon as something super cool happens, right in the nuts.
Let's open it up on the side here. Hello.
Hi.
No, hi to you.
I get to be your Fan Expo first, yay. Anyway, I was just wondering, you obviously have a lot of friends, you're very vocal on Twitter. One of the reasons I started following James Gunn would obviously be because of you. I was kind of wondering what it was like working with him. I mean, he's so much fun to actually watch on Twitter and also as well on Facebook. Also, if maybe there's a chance you would work with him again, because that was, once again, awesome. Yeah, that's pretty much.
One of the joys of my career, aside from doing fantastic projects, I get to do projects I'm so in love with, is the opportunity to work with the same people again. So I've worked with James a couple times now. We did Slither together. And then during the writer's strike, we did PG porn. Did anybody see that? If you haven't, you're in for a treat. Fun for the whole family. I really enjoy working with people that I say, I know this person, I love this person, I respect their talent, I know what to expect, and we're going to have fun. I know what it's going to be like going into it. It's a fantastic experience. That's why I keep going back and working with Joss. Anything Joss says, I do. James Gunn, same rule. If James Gunn says, let's go do this project, I say yes. I enjoy working with these people. I love it. What's James Gunn like in real life? Let me tell you this. He is crass. That guy, if you follow him on Twitter, he is crass mofo. One time I was at his house, we're having a party, and his parents are there, and he said something so crass in front of his parents, I thought, James, God, your nice parents are here. And someone said, oh no, have you ever heard James's dad go off? So apparently that's where James gets it.
From Mr. Gunn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any of you seen Super? Did you see the film Super? It's a film not enough people have seen. Please see it. What was it like working with James on Super? Because I love your character there, Holy Avenger. Was that a fun one to work on?
First of all, not only do you get to work for James, you actually get to work with James and his incredible acting talents.
Yeah.
That's what James is like in real life. When he's dressed up like the devil. Did you know that the devil in Super? We did a Christian superhero show that Rainn Wilson's character in Super watches and gets inspired. I play the Holy Avenger. And James essentially plays the devil. And he's really over the top. That's him in real life. An over the top demon.
When you found out he was going to be directing Guardians of the Galaxy, did you say, yes, great choice?
Oh, yes I did. First of all, he's in love with it. He loves it. These projects in the hands of people who are passionate about them, I think that's one of the secrets of doing a great project. Second, get people involved who are incredibly talented. Like James.
And then aim for the nuts, right?
What was that?
And then aim for the nuts.
And then aim for the nuts.
Let's go to the other side for the question. Hello.
Hi, Nathan.
Hi.
Hi. Okay, I told you this yesterday privately. I want to say this publicly. In my opinion,
Straight, but thank you.
my opinion, your work on Castle in the last couple of seasons deserves an Emmy.
Oh, thank you for that. Thank you.
Over to this side. Hello.
Hi, you met me and my Dr. Horrible crew.
Where am I looking? I'm looking over there. Hey, hi.
Hi there. Well, I wanted to ask, huge Castle fan, and have loved you since Two Guys, a Girl, and a Pizza Place. After 4 years of working with Stana, long hours, you must be very used to each other. But now in the past season, you've been very close and romantic. Have either of you ever lost it in a scene, like got the giggles or something, because it's a whole new level of interacting?
You know, it's really strange. When you're doing a scene like that, when you're talking about romantic scenes in television and film, I think you'd be surprised at how remarkably unromantic it is. Oh, are you coming in? Are you going left or are you going right? I'll go right. You go left. I'll go right, my right, you go my right, so that your face is on that camera. When we turn around, are you gonna get this face? Okay, it's choreographed. It's like, hang on, I just had a coffee, I gotta go brush my teeth. Like, it's not quite as romantic as you might think. It's just, it's actually, you're probably more self-conscious. Typically we're wearing less clothing or we're in bed, but there's still like 50 guys going like this, sitting around you going, holding lights and screens, kind of doing all this. There's a guy with a microphone holding it over you going, not quite as romantic as you might think. To hold the mic? Do the giggles happen? Yeah, that kind of stuff happens all the time. We laugh all the time. Mostly at John Rentis. But, because that guy's funny, that's all there is to it. Seamus knows when I'm around not to be funnier than me. He's got that much class. It's not quite as romantic as you might think, but yes, we're all, that's the giggly thing. Sometimes it's late at night, you know, when everybody's just kind of tired and exhausted and just wants to get out of there. One thing will happen that'll set us all off. It'll be over.
I'm sure a lot of people would want to know, would she say you're a good kisser?
Would she say it?
Yeah.
In my mind, that's what everybody says.
Over on this side. We have a question on that side. Hey.
Hi, Nathan.
Where am I looking? Give me a ring.
Oh, here.
You always get to play kick-ass, awesome characters, but how much fun was it to be on Buffy as a villain when you were Caleb?
Very fun to play a villain. Again, and another education I got from Joss Whedon. I didn't know this. Villains don't believe they're the villain. I didn't understand that. I didn't know that. And Joss taught me that. Oh, I see. Joss taught me that if you play a villain, just make sure that he thinks he's right and he feels justified and righteous. And that's what makes anybody dangerous. That's what makes anybody with an odd idea, if they think they're right and righteous, that's what makes them weird. They don't think they're doing something wrong. They think they're doing something right. That's the scary ones. I learned that. That's a lot of fun. That's a lot of fun. You are.
In terms of being righteous or evil, how righteous did Captain Hammer think he was in Dr. Horrible? And how did you channel that?
Again, that's, rather than being evil, I think Captain Hammer is simply incredibly shallow, which is probably, it's probably just as good as being evil. If you don't care that much about anyone except yourself, is that not evil? That's kind of evil. Right, guys on the left?
On this side? Oh, hello.
Hi, I'm a huge fan of Firefly and more recently Castle.
Thank you.
I was wondering, I mean, I know you don't write the characters, you get in their head, you play them. If Mal Reynolds and Rick Castle somehow met up, how do you think they'd interact?
I think Malcolm Reynolds would shoot Castle in the face. Sorry. Castle is more annoying than Wash. And you saw what happened to Wash.
Too soon.
So that we all know, Alan and I are very tight. Okay? We're like this. That's me on top. When people come around, they go, hey, can you sign my DVD? I'm collecting everybody's signature. And Alan has already signed it. He signs his name and then does this little swoop under it that puts a mustache under my nose on the cover. And then draws a little chin spinach right there. And I go, Alan, Wash dies.
This side. Hello.
Hi, Nathan.
Where am I looking?
Hi, over here.
Where? Oh, there you are. Hi, Tiny.
Could you comment maybe on the Uncharted movie? Would that still be something you're interested in doing? Is it still like potential?
So, again, here's one of those situations where it looks like, hey, why don't you do the Uncharted movie? Like, yeah, I think I might. Like, it's my call. Honestly, not. Second, probably the worst thing you could do to get an actor in a movie is probably rally for it to happen. Because now you got like a director or a producer with tens of billions of dollars behind them to say, hey, go do this, with pressure from fans saying, do it the way we want. You do this, you better do this. And for all the people saying, hey, it might be a good idea, there's probably about 150 going, if you don't. And it gets really creepy and weird. There will be a time when I get a role that people probably think, hey, that's made for him. And with that, I'll be happy. As far as these other films, if something comes along, great, but for the love of God, I don't want to rally the troops. You know what I mean? Except for that one. And voice work, I mean. The voice work, I mean, which I think I got a lock on. I know that. That's true.
Did you like voicing Green Lantern? You've done it a few times now. Was Hal Jordan a fun guy to voice and get inside his head?
It's a kick. It's a super kick. It's a man without fear. So I just play him as like super confident, kind of like Captain Hammer, just nicer. More polite, not a skeevy. more intelligent, kinder. Yeah, it's a piece of cake, and you don't have to dress up to go to work. You just go to work, and those people are all lovely. Andre Romano, who keeps including me in these things, she directs these things. What a lovely lady! What a lovely lady! She's had me to her home for barbecues. She's just the nicest. Gosh. It's one of those things where you work with the same people again and again because you know they're going to be lovely and you know you're going to have a good time.
And on this side, hey.
Hello, Mr. Fillion.
Hi.
My question is actually about your voice acting. You've done a few DC movies, you've done Halo. So I wanted to know, A, which is your favorite character to voice so far in all that you've done? And do you find it less or more challenging as an actor to do voice acting or live action?
Excellent question. First of all, it's been a dream of mine ever since I knew CGI existed to do a CGI animated film. Dream realized I did Monsters University. Did you guys know this?
Yeah.
Who didn't know I was in Monsters University? Who didn't know? That's okay. Be cool. Be cool. Hey guys, guess what? I'm in Monsters University. I'm the dick. It's an 80s frat movie, and I'm the leader of the cool frat.
Oh, I know who he is.
Hey there, you're the best, I think, but you might be a little nerdy. I'm that guy, and I loved it. I had a great time. Dream realized I got to go to Pixar. It's a giant facility of numbers of buildings with incredibly talented people with tons of money behind them, and they work incredibly hard, so hard that they design their own offices, so they have cubicles, but they can do whatever they want. So one is like a little Cape Cod beach house. One is a tiki hut. One is a cave. One is a castle. One guy built like an old westy kind of a saloon with the swinging doors, and when you go inside, there's stairs. He built a roof on his cubicle that he could go upstairs, he can take a nap. He's got a bedroom up on the top. It's an incredible place to be with people who love what they do there. And I got to go and I got to do a Pixar, my dream realized kind of a voice. Is it harder? If I had to do it by myself, it would be harder. If you have a director who has a vision and says, this is what I need. They have to know in the beginning, because you film I record all my stuff without anybody else around. It's just me by myself. So the guy has to know, this is how the scene's gonna run, this part we already recorded, so this is how it did go, so you have to match that. Let's get a couple versions of this one. We don't know how we're gonna play this joke. It might be this way or it might be this way. Let's try an alternative line here. What do you think? Try whatever you like. It's a great time if you have the right director who can do that for you, and we did on Monsters University. I think it was a great movie.
Well, you were great in it. What were you like in university back in the University of Alberta days? What was Nathan Fillion of university era like?
At that point, I had decided to grow my hair out, and it was getting pretty long, and it was getting pretty hot. I had a lot of hair. So I went underneath with a pair of clippers, and I shaved my head underneath like a skater punk. So it was all long on top, until the point, I know, right? Until I could tie it in a knot under my chin. It was pretty god-awful. I was a nice guy, I was having a lot of fun, I was a good time, but the look, I had a look that was, we could have done without altogether. Jeff, do you mind if I tell them your look? Thanks. My brother also went through a look in university. Again, super duper nice guy, okay? Kids love him. Married a beautiful girl with whose parents were lived up north. They're like kind of country folk. And they're like, hey, here's my new boyfriend. He's a really nice guy. Jeff had long hair, kind of part of the side, he swooped over one. He had long hair in the back. It wasn't like the mullet that I was sporting in high school. Like I had something to be proud of. It was kind of long in the back. He had an earring. It was a long silver chain with a plastic spider hanging off the end. He had these pointy black boots that kind of came up a little bit, this pants tucked into, with a bicycle chain that he'd snipped. He had a silver chain around it in a long dark coat. And he was the bartender of the local bar on campus, so he'd always give me free beer. By the way, thanks for that, man. That was good. Yeah, so we went through some looks in university. By the way, If you, I don't know how, get a hold of some kind of photo of me that obviously was not intended for the internet, maybe don't put it on the internet. Maybe don't go to my high school and say, oh, there's his grad picture on the wall, go, click, internet. That's not your job. That's not your job. When I take a picture of you and I want to tweet it, I say, do you mind if I tweet this? You get photo approval. If you look at it and go, oh, I don't like my chin in that, let's take another one. Let's take another until you're happy. No one asked me. When you guys are snapping photos of me right now, and there's one that I'm like this. You took 30. Maybe cut that one. In the industry, we call that a photo kill. Do me a solid. Let's be friends. What did I ever do to you? Try to everything. Thank you, Jeff knows. Thank you. Thanks for letting me get that off my chest.
Over on this side now. Hey there.
Hello. On set of Castle, are there many...
You said hello. I'm over here? Over here?
Yeah.
Am I close?
On the end. Yeah, in the middle at the end. To the right, to the right.
To your right.
Ah, there you go.
Boom. On the set of Castle, are there many other Canadians? And if so, do you guys have sort of like a little bit of a community going on?
Seamus Dever, maybe one of the most intelligent guys I know. He's an encyclopedia. If he doesn't have a photographic memory, I would be surprised. Because I could say, what was that 80s song? The guy had hair like this and it went something like, He goes, oh, that's, and it was 1990, and he knows. And he'll tell you the lyrics. And he'll say, it's like, starts saying like C sharp, and he knows music, he knows lyrics, he knows theater. He's incredibly bright. So all of his comedy has this very intelligent angle to it. Whereas John Huerta's incredibly funny, but it's all, Meowch. You ever hear John Huerta say that? Meowch. He says it on the show. Meowch. It's let me holler at you. Meowch. Means I got something to say. Listen. Meowch. Funny guys. Funny guys. They always do it to me when the camera's on their back and it's looking at me. They're making me laugh like crazy, looking at me. And then they don't do their lines right. They'll say, wait, hey, we got the suspect. He did something uptown and did something else, some bullshit, I don't know, and then ended up like that. With a look that says, do your line now. I give him a look and says, thanks. Funny guys.
On this side. Where's our friend there? Oh, center. Oh, hello. Sorry.
Center.
First off, welcome back.
Thank you very much.
Woo! Okay, as the, obviously hundreds of Firefly and Castle fans, we all want to know if we're going to see another Serenity movie, another Firefly movie coming up in the next few years.
Right. Ten years ago, 11, I did this TV show. And I loved it so very, very much, and every year I'm just surprised that people still love it. Someone's asked me, Someone asked me, will you ever get sick of it? Me? No way. I love it. Everything about it I love. 11 years later, when people say, so is there going to be another one? I get that question, to be fair, a lot. Do you think that if there were to be another one, that you'd get that newsflash from me? Hey, by the way, Is there gonna be another one? Don't tell anybody. But here's what we're gonna do. May 2014. It shocks me that this is something that people haven't really Googled. If my name was Jack Sparrow, if I met a guy, let's go with this. If I met a guy named Jack Sparrow, the last thing I would do is make a Jack Sparrow joke. Oh, like the pirate. Because I would think maybe he heard that a lot. I'm just wondering, if people meet me, if they say, you know what, I think I'll ask him. Nothing on you. In all honesty, you're never going to get that from me. They're not going to tell me, first of all. I'll find out when you find out. Maybe the day before. So on the off chance it happened, and by the way, that's like, I think that's pretty slim to none chance. It's been 11 years, guys. God bless you. So downside, I don't think that's going to happen. Upside, we got the TV show, we did the movie. I'm pretty happy with them both. And upside, they'll never get a chance to suck. Right? We'll never get less fans. We'll never get a fan that said, well, I think that second movie blew it. Can't say that. So, what was your question? What was your name again? No, what was your name again? Chris, this guy, by the way, so polite, so wonderful. You guys, the convention atmosphere, because I met you in line, you came up to my autograph line. What a wonderful man you are. A perfect example of, I love these convention atmospheres. I get such a charge. It's exciting for me. We're all in the green room, all those people I told you about, we're all going, isn't this great? Isn't this great? I love this. Carrie Fisher just said hi to me. I got the sparkles. Shh. I love this. The energy. I love it. The community. I love it. The excitement. The passion. I can feel it. You mix that with Canadians? I don't know if you know I'm Canadian. Who didn't know I was Canadian? Be cool. Who didn't know? You didn't know? You didn't know? Good news, guys. Canadian. Edmonton, Alberta. Born and raised. Beef fed. You guys are the sweetest bunch, the most polite. I get the nicest. I know we get about 12 seconds max when you're sitting with me. About 4 seconds max when we're taking a picture. You guys make an impression on me every time. You're polite, you're cool, you're collected, you're amazing, and you're kind to me. God, you're so kind to me. I love you too. So Chris, thank you for reminding me of that. A perfect example of that. You're a good man, thank you.
We want to open up the floor to more audience questions, but there are a lot of Firefly fans here. Myself included.
Is that illegal? Is that a legal hat? Is that an illegal hat?
It's legit. But I wanted to ask you, some of your fans, I'm sure know, but some may not know, that of all the Firefly fans among us, you're actually one of the biggest. You know a ton about the mythology and the canon. So why for you as a fan do you like Firefly and Serenity? Because for you it seems to go beyond the fact that you were such a key part of it, and you just seem to love it as a fan. How come?
Okay, you want to hear a nerd story? Nerd story. I've been dressed up in costume I'd be working with everybody. I'd be doing a scene in the kitchen. And, okay, everybody, that's lunch. And everybody go to lunch. We'd all take off. And I'd realize, oh, it was on the next stage over. And I'd go, oh, crap, I forgot my, whatever it was, I forgot. So I'd go back, and because the scene we were filming, we'd have cameras on shoulders. Sometimes we'd have the cameraman inside the room. Sometimes you remove a wall and you film from one wall. Sometimes you bring that wall in, you close it all off, and it's a contained ship. It's a little room. And the cameraman would be in there with you. So I'd have to get into the kitchen to go get whatever it was I left. And I would be dressed as the captain in the kitchen of my spaceship. And it was very quiet. And no one was around. And I could walk around really slow and just touch a chair and go, that's my chair. This is the old wood table. That's the rocket chair in the corner I sit in. This feels real. It felt real sometimes. I got to live it. You think you love it? I got to live it. I love it.
Awesome. We're in the middle now, we're over here. Anywhere on the floor? Where's our microphone friend? I'm sure several of you are named Mike. There we go. Hey.
Hello.
Right on the end, yeah.
Hi, little one.
Me and my sister are huge friends of the show cast. Sorry. Huge fans of the show Castle. And we were wondering how you morph yourself into the character and if you ever wrote a story to sort of see what writers are like.
I wrote something one time. I wrote a TV show. I wrote a buddy comedy for Alan Tudyk and I. It was horrific. When I was at home alone, typing it out, I said, hey, this is fun, and it's creative juices are flowing, and I like it, and it's neat, and oh, this would be better if this joke was over here, and if I moved this to this, it would be great. Then I asked ABC or somebody if they'd be interested, and they became interested, and it actually, the process started moving, and things started happening, and it became a nightmare. Does it have to be 2 guys? Could it be 8? Really what I planned in my head. Things got a little weird. All those kind of stereotypes you hear about, you know, more people getting their fingers into it and having their ideas. And I leave that to other people. I would find that very stressful. As far as, what was the first part? It was like, how do I be the guy?
How do you become Castle?
You know what I do? I just pretend. Nothing against anyone, but I read stories about, you know, actors who for 3 months while they're filming it, you can't call them by their real name. No, we're enemies, so I can't eat lunch near you. That kind of stuff, I'm not calling it down because their work is the proof. They do great work. I have lunch with anybody I like to. I don't live the part. You can call me anything you like. I prefer, you can call me that. When I'm at work, I prefer the Duke. Full title, by the way. You have to use the. Mind if I sit next to you, the Duke? And I write it on the bottle cap of my water bottle. Everybody knows it's mine. You look at a character and you just kind of find, hey, so this is happening to this guy and this is happening to this guy. How would I feel if that was happening to me and I was that kind of guy? Probably something like this. Worked for me so far.
Where's our next one coming from? Oh, right at the very end, maybe.
Okay. Hello.
Hi, Crappy Seeds.
First I want to say you're really, really fun to listen to. Really.
I know, right?
What would be your dream role to play? If you could play anything, any character, what character would you like to play?
Kind of a question.
First of all, as far as me being funny, I'm gonna be fair. You guys have been waiting all year for this. This expo, you're like, I can't wait to go to expo. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm saving up my money, I'm gonna buy one of those things. Oh, they have that there. Who's gonna be there? He's gonna be there. I'm gonna go to his talk, it's gonna be great. And when this weekend happens, you guys are like this. You're running at 100,000 RPMs this weekend. When this week, be fair, when this weekend is done, do you not feel hungover? Do you not feel... I swear to God, I can't do this next year. You guys are running right here. In all fairness, anything I say, see? You're gonna think it's pretty funny, because you're right there. If we did this every day of the week, probably not so funny. Probably right, you're probably right. It's probably gonna be pretty amazing. I'll see you guys here tomorrow. Second part of your question, dream role to play. Okay, here's the danger of this question. I was in Calgary with you, Teddy. Yep. We were in Calgary, doing the Calgary Expo, having a great time. Someone said, hey, what were some of the dream roles you'd like to play? And I said, okay, I'm just gonna throw this out there as like a lark. Let's just have some fun. Here'd be some fun characters to play, right? This would be fun. Please, God, don't put this on the internet and say, here's the role Nathan Fillion wants to play. Again, the danger of the rally. Some guy, reporter, puts it on the internet and then says, and jokingly said, don't put this on the internet. Wasn't a joke, man. Just like putting up a crappy picture of me. Thanks. Dream roles. I sincerely believe there are some amazing roles out there that in my dreams would have been neat to play. Of course, Han Solo. Of course, Indiana Jones. Those have been some cool roles, I think. The danger there lies in they've already been perfected. I would not want to be the guy who tries to be the new Han Solo. Sorry. It's been done, by the way, perfectly. So, maybe that. Dream roles, for me, already done it, Malcolm Reynolds.
Well, Nathan, we love you in every role you played. We do have to wrap it up, but I know you love coming to these cons, and we're so stoked that you're here. Any last words to Fan Expo 2013? Not like last words.
Where are you guys going? I haven't finished talking. Wait, let's just wait till these guys get out so they miss this last bit. Let's talk about them when they're gone. I would say, you guys, in conclusion, seriously, I have a great time with these things. You guys are patient, you line up to adore me. Your energy, your passion is apparent. And you guys are all fans of everything I'm a fan of. All the crap I've done. If I could leave you with anything, it's this. Keep it up. and thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Teddy.